From the north side of St. Louis, welcome to Sportsman's Park. It's a perfect night for baseball. Welcome to the Sunday Night Showcase. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, all eyes on him today after his incredible performance in the last one.
Yeah, Boog, that was one of the best hitting displays I've seen in a while. My man was in the zone. He's able to carry that momentum over to today.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the mound for the Pirates, Roki Sasaki. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
T.J. Friedel, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
First pitch, 5 o'clock.
Right through there for a strike. That's in for a strike, a slider. What a stop to first, and they get the out. Here's the lineup for the Reds. The home run, a big part of the equation when it comes to this offense, Singy. They're one of the better clubs in the league in terms of putting runs up via the homer.
Yeah, and that makes them even more dangerous because they're going to get their hits, but they're also going to get those home runs and have runners on base, which is multiple runs out of one swing. So, yeah, you really have to try to manage a team like this.
Oh, diving stop. Fires to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Welcome back to the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. Right through there for a strike. De La Cruz matched a homer in his last game. Two down, nobody on. Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. The 2-1. Just missed. Spencer Steer up next for the Reds. The 3-1. And that's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The right fielder, number 7, Spencer Steer.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw. Safe. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
At the plate, Spencer Horwitz. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in. Close, but call the ball. And that is ball 1. Catcher challenge will take another look. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Man on second, 2 down. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Stays alive.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
He's got it, and that'll do it. Run-scoring double here for the Reds. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And going for the Reds in this one, Chase Burns. What should we keep an eye on here? Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Tonight, the designated hitter, number 17, Shohei Ohtani.
Swings and misses. That's strike one. Swings through that one out front that time. Popped up to the left into foul ground. One up, one down. Here's the Pirates lineup now.
The right fielder.
Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the one run, so not too big a hill to climb, but yeah, if they can answer back in this inning or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
Nobody in his team has scored more runs than he has this season, Singy. And another ball. Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And he walked him.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
So man aboard. Up next for the Pirates, Aaron Judge. Judge launched a homer in his most recent game. Here comes the 0-1. Judge comes up empty there.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Got him. And Judge is down on strikes.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
That one almost got him.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
That misses. And now 3-0. Jeremy Pena waits on deck for Pittsburgh. Tucker, the runner at first with 2 gone. So a walk puts runners at first and second. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep both their challenges. In the air to left center. Friedel on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. So one left for Pittsburgh. Still behind by a count of 1-0. New inning getting started. Now it's the Reds DH, Jung Hoo Lee. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Judge has a beat on it, and there's one away.
Batting 7, the catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. And he's the home run leader on this team, Singy. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most players are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Stepping in, Matt McClain. Swing and a ground ball. On the run, sends it over to first, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Runner at first with 2 away. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Hit hard on the ground to short. And that's the inning. Reds leave 1, but they're on top 1-0. Bottom of the inning. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Jeremy Pena. That one fouled off. Pena with a homer in his last game. And the 0-1. There's a strike. Burns goes 6 feet 3 inches, 210 pounds, and he was born in Italy. Inside, almost got him.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
That one misses. Ball 3. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And that one hammered out of here. Ketel Marte leads the yard. His 11th of the year, and we're level. It's 1-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Up next for the Pirates, Munetaka Murakami. Yeah. Nope. Ball 1.
Wait for your pitch now.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the third and final game of the series.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And there's a foul ball. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 2-1.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 2 down, and now the center fielder, Ichiro Suzuki. Way inside, gets out of the way. He's in the top 10 for most stolen bases in baseball right now, Siggy. You can't ignore him when he gets on base. Into center and a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
He was all over that one. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. This is the Sunday night showcase on MLB The Show. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Friedel.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
Up next for Cincinnati, the first baseman, number 34.
Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. And he's mostly held them in check. We'll see if they can break through over the next couple of innings.
De La Cruz stands in now and watches strike one. Lace down the line. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And that's a two-bagger. Continues his success here. He's back in the hit column.
Up next for Cincinnati, the right fielder.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Runner at second, two down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. This to center field. Base hit. Tying run is in to score from second. It's an RBI single. It's 2-2.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Back here for the Sunday night showcase. Next for Cincinnati, Spencer Horwitz.
Outside, that's a ball. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Tied up here in the early going.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
On the ground, into the outfield, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
The designated hitter.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Just missed.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
2 on, 2 outs. And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-1. Inside, almost got him.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in the rubber match of this 3-game series.
That ball's foul.
The 2-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. But the RBI single pushes across a run. 2-2 game. It's the Sunday night showcase on MLB The Show. As we go to the last of the third. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Up now. He's among the league leaders in homers, and each one feels like it's launched into orbit.
Pitchers try to avoid him, but when they don't, boom. His impact shows up as consistently as anyone in the league.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Yeah, Siggy, he doesn't just hit it far, he hits it loud.
Yeah, the ballpark doesn't stand a chance when he squares it up, Boog. That Tater total just keeps climbing.
Tater total! The 1-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Up next for the Pirates, the left fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
That one not close. Ball 1. Judge over the top. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. In the air to left center. 2 down.
Up next for the Pirates. The
Now
catcher,
here is Cal Raleigh. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Ball. That's inside.
Two down, nobody on. That one finds the zone. And the count 1-2. Next offering is in the dirt. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Swinging a foul straight back. Raleigh off of first with 2 away. Right through there for a strike. First signs of bullpen movement here in the early going. A right-hander appears to be getting loose. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So 1 hit is all they get. 3 innings complete. We are tied 2-2. On to the 4th. Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
Well, these Reds doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That one catches the zone. That's strike 2.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And there's 1 away.
just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And that one hit to first. Murakami steps on the bag. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. He's 0 for 1. This is a guy that they are counting on to deliver, and early on this season, it's been a struggle. Foul ball there. Bottom line, his resume says he's a good hitter, just has not gotten off to a very good start. You got to figure regress to the mean, water finds its level, all those sayings, that he will end up having a good year. That's a hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Up next for Cincinnati, the center fielder, T.J. Friedel.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Right side, hard hit. Marte throws to first in time, and that is that. On to the bottom of the fourth. This game's tied 2-2. Bottom of the fourth, Ketel Marte up to the plate.
The second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Remember Mark Kotsay, who was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Out towards right center field. Tracks it down for the out. 1 away.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities. Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
All tied up. We're here at the bottom of the fourth.
Nope, that's a ball.
Strike 2. He goes down looking.
Up next for the Pirates.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Yeah, now Terry Francona makes his way out of the dugout towards the mound, and he'll make a change. Now on the bump, Rhett Lauder, ready to make his season debut.
Lauder.
Digging in, Kazuma Okamoto.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat. Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
And foul ball. Two down, nobody on. This one drilled, right center field. That one heading for the fence, and down! Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they jump ahead in the fourth. It's 3-2.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Ground ball right side, and that chance handled. The throw to first. That's the third out. Inning over. Cannonball coming. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. Ready now for the fifth inning. In now for the Reds.
Baseman, number 34.
These two offenses could put up runs in a hurry.
Well, these Reds doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning. And
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw comes in too late, and they don't get the out.
well, with his speed, he doesn't get a whole lot of those infield hits, but he was giving it everything he had right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit. Picking up where he left off last game, Boog. Really comfortable in the box. You can see it in his body language.
And that one is lifted in the air. Judge gets under it. Takes it in for the out.
And I think those numbers we were talking about do a really good job of showing us how the offense is taking what they can get at the plate.
That one close, rule the ball. Ball one. Ground ball up the middle, and a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Here's the left fielder, Spencer Horwitz. 1 for 2. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. So a lefty out of the pen, Tyler Holt.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Out to short, and that's a base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Tying runs now just 90 feet away. Just got to be wary of that double play, though. That would strand him in the inning.
That's off the mark. Ball one.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Up the middle. He flips it to second in time. Got him. The double play cuts down the potential tying run.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers.
Ohtani.
That's off the inside corner. Ball one. Ohtani in his 9th season, 31 years old, and a 4-time MVP, one of the faces of the league. The 1-1.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Now all even up. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. And one out now.
Up next for the Pirates, the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
This one in the air center field. Friedel settles under it. 2 down.
Up next for the Pirates.
Here comes
the
Aaron
left fielder,
Judge.
number 99,
This guy with big-time
Aaron
power and an elite defender.
Judge.
And foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Set down on strikes. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Down in order go the Pirates, but they're up 3-2. Here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Next to hit, Tyler Stevenson.
The catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Now pitching for the
Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Tatsuya Ima.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Hard hit, but right at him and left.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, they'll find a hole.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. Trying to bunt his way on, and that's foul. The 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The Reds down by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Slider misses outside. looking. That was pretty nasty.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Nathaniel Lowe, the next to hit for the Reds.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
Out to short, Pena. Slings to first, and the Reds go 1-2-3. It's the Pirates 3 and the Reds 2. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Sam Moll. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters.
Leading up for the Pirates, the catcher, Raleigh.
Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Tony Santillan preparing to come on if needed.
Come on, big dumper.
Right down to shoot, and the count even at 1.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Good late movement on that sinker right there. It's right where you want to get it to get that swing over the top.
And down on strikes. 1 out.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
1-1. Hey.
The 1-2. In the air to left center. And there's 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know
number 6,
those can be a little tricky,
second
especially
baseman,
if the wind's swirling around out there.
Marte.
Here's Ketel Marte. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
That's a ball.
On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Two down, nobody on.
That's ball 2.
Outside low. And the count is 3-1. Munetaka Murakami waits on deck. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Payoff pitch. He caught it behind his back. On the money. Nice play. What a play to end the inning. There's no way he saw that into the glove.
No, you're absolutely right. All he knew was the grounder was somewhere behind him. Just threw his glove out there and it stuck. That was pretty cool.
Back inside the stadium, and the Sunday night showcase is a close one. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, TJ Friedl.
Now
So they turn to the lefty in this spot. Adrian Morejon. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And that one ripped to left. And that's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. And now, let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Let's go, Adrian. Come on, Adrian.
Runner on the go. Pitch outside. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Buccos holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And that skips in the dirt.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and this game is tied in the 7th.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Go ahead, run on base. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds.
Well, he was a game changer last time out, and we're seeing much of the same today. A tremendous asset for this lineup. Right through there for a strike. So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count. That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
In the air, out towards left center. And there's one down.
Up next for Cincinnati, the right fielder, number 7, Spencer Steer.
And the Pirates manager. New pitcher on now, Brian Hohen.
Don't expect to see a whole lot of swings and misses, but he's going to compete out there on the mound.
And that is out of play. One away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play. Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Here's a 1-2. Swung on, belted. Way back there. See you later. A 2-run homer, and they jump in front in the 7th. It's 5-3.
That right there is a game changer, and it might end up being the most important swing of the game. No doubt in my mind, just about everybody in this ballpark holding their breath on that one. I tell you, just barely snuck it inside the foul pole, and talk about a huge swing. That's it in this ball game. Could be the biggest swing of this ball game. We'll see.
One down. Now the left fielder, Spencer Horwitz. And that one is in for a strike.
Right, doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Got it. And 2 away now.
Up next for Cincinnati, the designated hitter, Jung Lee.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Pretty close, but it was a ball. One challenge remaining for them now. Hit on the ground to the right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. Great effort, but no throw. That's an infield single.
The catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 3 in this one. Pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball 1. Lee off of first with 2 away. Ground ball left side. Whips it to first. And that will end the inning. Cincinnati plates a pair on this homer. It's now 5-3. The Sunday night showcase is a good one. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tony Santillan.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Leading up for the Pirates, the first baseman, number 5, Murakami.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes. He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And now 2-2. That one missing inside. And a payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate, so all eyes on the man coming to the dish right now.
Here's the third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Six straight outside the strike zone. It's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Oh, man, that stays fair. We got a new ball game. Great swing, just couldn't keep it between the lines. He's got to try to bottle that. Do it again.
The tying run at the plate.
Well, in this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
There's a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Tying run at the plate. Swinging a drive, deep right field. That one carrying. And caught on the warning track.
Up next for the Pirates, the center fielder, Ichiro Suzuki.
Lock in, Suzuki. All you, Suzuki.
Always tough to turn two on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn two quickly.
The 0-1. Nope.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
In the air, left field. And that's a foul ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
And that one almost got him. Two now. Breaking ball misses down and away.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
And ball four there. Tying run is on base.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
And now Terry Francona makes his way out of the dugout towards the mound. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Brock Burke.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season. So we'll see if that factors in.
Very big at bat coming up as Shohei Ohtani steps into the box. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Two on, one out. Big swing and a miss.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
0-2 now. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
That's a really good take.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
Two on, two outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Batter challenges in a very big spot, and it was a strike. The call will stand. So they're now out of challenges. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
And we're back. This offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
McClain leading things off and takes a strike.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
The 1-2. Hard hit right side. Murakami takes it himself.
Up next for Cincinnati, the third baseman, Nathaniel Lowe.
Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0. Well struck deep right field, way back, and out of here. Nathaniel Lowe goes deep, his first homer of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 6-3.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it.
That home run was a no-doubter as we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed, Boog. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
So here comes the skipper, and we're going to see. So they turn to their closer, Mason Miller.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Miller pitching for the 20th time this season, and he was a third-round pick in 2021. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're at the top of the 8th. That's in there. That is strike 2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Throw to first. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
Now, when you follow up a triple-digit fastball with a nasty changeup, pretty much every time the hitter's going to be in trouble. That was the plan. Get him to sit dead red on the fastball and then just make him look foolish with the off-speed stuff.
The first baseman, number 34, David Ortiz.
Here we go, Mason. Let's go, Mason.
That one lifted to left. Judge on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. The Reds rolling after this solo shot. It's now 6-3. This is the Sunday night showcase on MLB The Show.
Now pitching for
Back now, new
Cincinnati,
pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Graham Ashcraft.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Aaron Judge at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
That was straight queso right there. Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
Come on, Aaron. Ball.
That's to third. Throws to first in time.
Up next for the Pirates, the catcher.
This one in the air, center field. That's out number 2. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jeremy Pena. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport.
Let's go, Jeremy.
Bounced up the middle. De La Cruz fires over to first. That's out number 3. And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, number 44.
Well, Boog, we hyped him up at the start of the show, and for good reason. Great last game, and pretty solid in this one, too.
Come on, Mason.
That one inside. Ball 2. That's a little bit low.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one in triple digits. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Hot shot to third. Throw to first in time.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His second homer of the night, and they add a run. It's 7-3.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Manager out of the righty reliever out of the pen, Joan Turan.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
In the dirt. One run across in the frame so far here at the top of the ninth. Right through there for a strike. Fly ball down the line, and that's a foul ball. Right through there, got him. That's the second out.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
And that is downstairs. And the count is 1-1.
That's ball two.
And that's a base hit. And now two aboard.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Matt McLean.
Right through there for a strike. Swing, and he popped it up. And that is that. One for the Reds on the homer. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. It's the Sunday night showcase on MLB The Show.
Leading up for the Pirates, the second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Stay hot up there.
And it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. And he's into second with nobody out.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Foul ball. Here, bottom 9, and the home team trying to rally to at least tie it up. That clips the corner. This one's smoked on its way out of here. That one felt good, and they slice into the lead. It's 7-5. Here comes the crowd. They're feeling it right now.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
And now Terry Francona makes his way out of the dugout towards the mound. Emilio Pagan on to try and close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Kazuma Okamoto digs in now. He's been a great free agent sign. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Gets him to chase after that one. Goes down looking.
Up next for the Pirates, the center fielder, Ichiro Suzuki.
Yeah, that's outside. Ball 1.
Here we go, Ichiro.
That one missed. Looked like a strike to me. And here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Ball to strike. The pitch. In the air, left field. And no one could get to it. It's a foul ball. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. And he hits a ground ball right side. Fires in time.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Last chance now for the Pirates. Shohei Ohtani, the next Pirate to hit. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two down, nobody on. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. The Pirates down to their final strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One-two now. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Here's the 2-2. Just misses without one.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
Hard on the ground to first. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, this was a fun game all the way around. We saw plenty of action. 12 runs total on the board, but a pretty close finish at the end.
A 7-5 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Shambi. We'll talk to you soon.